Baby.
At 2 years old, that's me.
Put it up one more time. Hold on.
Hang on, wait a minute. I was posting the link.
Don't move it. Keep it real still.
Emily's got more steady hands than I do.
Wow.
Yeah, that's definitely JJ.
Oh, yeah. That's a little mini me of you.
Now, the really cool thing about that picture is that the last time JJ went to spend the night with his Aunt May, he went to his her grandmother's house. And he had lunch in that dining room in a chair almost exactly like that one.
Awesome.
Wow.
I see SJ has joined us. Thank you, SJ, for coming in.
Haha, loving for mama.
Okay, SJ is on here with us. So she will, yes, she can hear us, so she'll be getting the benefit of everything that we say.
Feeling wild, man.
Okay, well, I know that it's 5:55, so anyone that's going to come on, they can come on in. Let's go ahead and get this started because I have a meditation to go to tonight. Okay, so I just want to welcome everybody, everyone that's watching it right now, and those who will watch it afterward. Yeah, I clear my throat. Okay, so you saw earlier I went on live on Facebook and I read a channeled message from my guides that pretty much says that we need to just all join together. We need to come together. We need to get out of this fear modality, which a lot of people are in, and start finding that inner peace and sharing that inner peace with each other and lifting each other up, because it has to begin with each of us. We have to be the one to bring about the change. We can't look outside of ourselves. We can't look for that superhero or that person who's going to just push peace our way and love and all of those good things our way. It's not going to happen. It has to begin with each of us. And I think that's where a lot of people are in fear right now, because they're looking external. They're not looking inside. So what we wanted to do is get together as light workers. Joining with me is Jason. Jason, say hi.
Hi.
And Emily Watts.
Hi.
They're here with me. Kuka Carney is with me from California.
Hello.
Hi, Kuka. Thank you. We all wanted to join together and just send out some loving energy, some positive vibes, and just let everyone know it's going to be okay. You know, that's the message. It is going to be okay. Everything happens as it's meant to happen. There are no accidents. There are no coincidences. So this is going to play out exactly as it's meant to play out. We have the choice of what are we going to do individually. What are we going to do now that we have, a change? A change has happened. It's happened. It's already in effect. So what are we going to do as individuals? Karen just joined us. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Karen.
Hi.
Hi, I love your little picture thing.
Yeah, my husband nicknamed me Rainbow Bright.
I love that.
So I picked that picture as a kind of a reminder to keep shining. But here I am. Can you see me now?
No,
Mute myself?
not yet. It looks
Okay, we're
like
so
you're
glad
muting
you're.
yourself.
Oh, here you are.
Hey, there she is.
Hi, everybody.
I don't know if you got to see it when you first logged in, but Jason got so excited. He's like, "Oh my God, yay!"
Yes, I'm so glad you're here, Karen. I'm so glad you're able to make it.
Yeah, me too. So I'm all ready for this law of oneness to start coming into effect. What do you think? You guys, how do you?
Absolutely.
I feel like this was such a blessing to really see now. I had this wonderful reminder of the fact that we are awake and we are ready for this experience because we have been through this many times before, and this is the time that we over it. So we will not be victims this go around.
I have a green healing flame prayer picked out, and I love that you called us masters because with that statement, you'll love the prayer I'm going to do soon.
Yes, we would love for you to do that.
That too. I think we're all kind of really starting to awaken to our mighty I am presence, and it's really there's enough light on the planet right now that to those dark places without being fearful. Although I have to be honest, I was terrified when I woke up this morning. I felt like I had my biggest bubble bursted. But the truth is, now I realize that I was part of the problem. And now that I understand that I was part of the problem, I can be part of the solution.
I woke up in a good mood. Mood. And to be real, I didn't even know who won the election until almost noon or 1 o'clock my time.
When a friend in the Philippines messaged us like, "Hey, how do you guys feel about it?" We're like, "We didn't even know, and we really don't care."
Wow.
It is what it is. Everything serves the divine plan, and I have no fear.
Me either.
Plan. Well, I have to be honest. It was not that way for me at all. I've been having a lot of transmuting energies that have been coming up for me, and it's okay. I'm loving the parts of me that I have made wrong, and I'm really accepting this experience.
That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it, Karen, isn't it? It's okay to be human. It's okay to have those feelings and those emotions.
This is the human experience. And you know what's so awesome is that we get to have emotion. Feel in this physical body. We get to feel stuff. You know, when we were in our divine being body, when we were in our divine light being body, we didn't have the duality. We didn't have the polarity here to experience what it feels like to have the illusion of separateness. But there is no separateness. This is all just a game. It's all lila. You know, it's all just a game.
That's it exactly.
Let's hear your prayer.
Yeah, I'm ready for the prayer too, Jason. Can we call in that healing energy?
All right, for those who don't know, I work with Ascension Energies and very specifically the 7 sacred flames. And each flame rules a day of the week. And with everything going on today, Wednesday is ruled by the green flame, according to the Telos teachings, which is Lemurian seed crystals and things of that nature. And there is a healing prayer in this book, Prayers to the 7 Sacred Flames, by Aurelia Louise Jones. And it's called Healing Through Releasing Negative Energies. So normally I would read through this prayer 3 times for a formal process, but I'm not going to do that exactly this time. I'm just going to read through it once, but I'm going to do it very slowly. And I ask that everybody visualize the green healing energy going to anything and everything in this world that you feel needs to be healed. Alrighty. Are you reading with me, darling?
Sure, honey.
I am a master of divine expression. I now release all separation and limitations that no longer serve my path of life. I release all vows of poverty and limitations that I ever made in this and past incarnations. I release all imprints, implants, negative thought forms, black magic spells and curses, negative patterns of the human ego, illness and disease patterns, and all energies that no longer serve my path of life. By the intervention of divine grace, with my full intent, I choose to release all energies of separation, limitation, and all blockages back to the universe. I ask for these energies be purified and transformed into the highest form of light. I invoke the assistance of the angelic realm, Master Hilarion, Mother Mary, Archangel Raphael, my monad, and all ascended masters to release from my being and world all levels of energies that are less than my divine blueprint of perfection and my eternal victory in the light through my ascension. And so be it, beloved I am.
Beautiful. Thank you, both of you, for doing that. Those of you that are listening, just use that energy. I was sending out that positive light as they were doing the prayer to all of you that are listening.
I am experiencing some very drastic energy flowing through me at the moment. We did this prayer this morning as part of our Wednesday invocation, and it was good. It was nice. But doing it now with you guys participating in the visualizations and helping to channel and anchor and send out that green flame energy, it was astounding. I haven't felt energy like that in a while, and it was amazing. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I feel the same way.
I was feeling it in my crown and on this side of my head. It was just like, just flowing. So great. Thank you so much, Jason.
I just
You're
felt
welcome.
like
Karen, did you have something that you wanted to send out?
I felt like my heart just opened up, like a door opened up, and then I saw the violet flame in my heart. You know, like it was like these doors that had been kind of shut just opened wider to the violet flame, and that Christ consciousness.
Awesome. Beautiful. Kuka, how about you?
I still have energy coming into my crown and to my hands. That's why I have my hands out.
Yeah.
I'm sending it out, and my left eye is twitching.
Yeah, it was my left side too that I was really getting a lot of that energy.
I love the left side, and symbolism represents the past. And that energy sensation on the left, I feel like almost represents releasing all of that, letting it go, clearing out those blockages.
Nice.
Well, it feels like yesterday we made an attempt to balance the masculine and the feminine energies, and but really what we actually did was we polarized ourselves more than ever into the duality of it in a way that it was. It's time for us to really take our responsibility, and I'm not saying blame, to respond to this new change that is upon us, and to not allow this new energy to make us feel belittled or make us feel. We get to choose how we feel. We get to choose how we respond. We get to choose what we believe. and we will not be forced into a government that is are on the illusionary, looking like they are more hierarchy than us. And it's all going to fall away.
But see, in my view, I agree with everything you said, but I'd like to add that in my view, these experiences, this energy, it's here to show us where to direct our light, where to direct our healing. So, I mean, regardless of how I personally feel about our new president-elect, it's none of my business. He is a human being. He deserves love. He deserves compassion, and I will send it there. And I will focus on that as much as I possibly can. Personal opinions are ego, and they don't matter.
Amen.
Thank you, Jason. Well, very well said. And, you know, I said those same words earlier to someone. We need to stop focusing on the fact that it's a physical human being. It's a spirit. We are all spiritual beings. We are all part of the oneness. And once we can get to that place of being part of the oneness of spirit, instead of the illusion of separateness in these physical bodies, that's when the healing will begin. That's when we'll really find that place of peace and love and joy. It's when we can find that oneness of all of us.
And
so that was very well said, Jason.
And we've all experienced the so-called healing crisis, or the dark night of the soul, where you're getting started on healing something and everything seems to get worse as it's all coming up to be healed. That is what our earth is going through. We are not getting worse. It just appears that way because we are being shown what needs to be healed. It's all about they need, you know, it's just letting go. There's no reason to fear it. There's no reason to hate it. Just do what we do, you know, shine our light brighter.
Yes.
That's what we do. And then when we shine our light, we actually, you know, remove the darkness. So that's all that we can really do. So, you know, these are some of the affirmations that I came up with for myself when I was in the process of kind of what Jason was just saying. You know, I am working on getting to a space where I can send unconditional love to Donald Trump. It's a very difficult state for me right now. I'm not in it yet. Getting closer and closer. Your meditation helped a lot, opening my heart. I felt like there's actually been, like, literally, it feels kind of like there's a door shut in my heart that I kind of shut off to a certain society I have made wrong and that I have made into the enemy. And I didn't even realize I had done it until this came about. I just thought, well, if Hillary wins, everything's going to be fine. It was like I said to Terry, I was making Hillary my savior. Like I was giving my power away again. Yeah. I didn't even realize I was, because it didn't feel like it to me. It felt like I was getting in there with everybody else, and I was, speaking up for women and speaking up for animals, and I was speaking up, and I was going to be that voice, And then I realized I had been polarizing myself. And I started realizing, even when I was saying stronger together and love and light unite, bodying that. I feel like I collectively, along with the collective consciousness, co-created this experience that we're going through right now.
I actually stayed nearly 100% removed from the entire election process. I didn't discuss it with anybody. Every time I saw a post, I would hide the post or whatever. I don't participate in our elections because I feel like they divide us too much. I understand why people do. I understand why people have feelings that you should. I choose not to. I send love to all of our candidates. I'm not.
Have made us, religion and politics have really made us the illusion of separateness, and it has been the strongest way to in the third dimension to really make us fearful, and then we go to war and for peace, and it just makes no sense. It just makes no sense. And as we start to evolve and the veils become more thin and we become more of our multidimensional selves, realize I feel like I sometimes crash into my physical body, into the third dimension, and that's when I have anxiety.
Yeah, I have trouble even being in 3D. My thought processes, the way I interpret things, it is near difficult, near impossible for me to even ground myself and be here and be functional in this reality. I wouldn't say that I embody 5D all of the time. I mean, I have ego, I get wrapped up in that, but I find it difficult to get on the bandwagon with people.
It's really funny. Sometimes I'll have to look at him and go, honey, this dimension.
Karen.
Yeah, which world are we in? My husband said that last night. He's like, are we in, is this an alternate, are we on an alternate planet right now? Like everything's just shifted. Or did we just step onto an alternate planet? And I said, yeah, sort of. We stepped into a new timeline. It's going to be an interesting one.
It will. I think Kuka has something to say.
Yes, when I was listening to Karen talk, I had a message. And basically what they said was that one person will not save this planet. So when you were talking about Hillary and all this stuff, and it said it is not that one person who will save the planet, but it will be all of us together as a collective. So when you were talking about Hillary, you know, how you thought Hillary was going to be the savior and everything, and it just, the message came to tell you that it is not one person who will save this planet, but it is all of us as a collective. And to remind you of that.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Hi, Mary. Welcome.
Hey, it took me a minute to finally download the app and get it running and, remembering my Google password. But I'm here.
Yay. Thank you for being here.
It's a process sometimes, Mary.
No, you think?
You might want to listen. You might want to listen to the replay to the beginning of it, because Jason did a wonderful prayer for us.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to talk to Jason. I heard the very first part about your invocations of the 7 something or other.
7 sacred flames.
Thank you. I was very interested in that.
I'll send you a link. Are you on my friends page?
I believe so.
Okay, I'll send you the link. I'll send you a link to the teachings I follow most closely.
Okay, cool.
I said his friend limit, so he has no clue who's on there anymore.
Yeah, I have 5,000 friends on my Facebook page.
Whoa.
So it's hard to keep track of who's there and who's not. I do go through my feed, and every time I see something hate-oriented or violent, I just remove the friends. It's like, let's make room for people who are more vibrant and more light-centered.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Like my entire page is public, so if you still want to see my stuff, you're welcome to follow me.
Right.
I just don't want to see yours.
I was just going to say, can you maybe post it in the Angelspeakers and then tag us?
Post what? Oh, the link. Yeah, the link. Sure, I can do that.
This dimension.
Yeah, I can do that. No problem.
That would be awesome, because that's a really great decree. I really love that decree.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the book I have is full of them. There's so many. I can do a bunch.
This one?
No, that's tsl.org, and I do have that book, and I love that book, and I do decrees from that book every single day. But this one.
That's actually our morning routine.
Okay.
Show her the cover too, the picture.
Yeah, it's done by telosuk.com, and they do Lemurian and seed crystals and things like that. A whole bunch. They have a whole bunch of teachings. I'll send you their links and stuff. And I'll post it in the Angelspeakers group and tag everybody.
Okay.
Cool. Nice. Thank you.
I don't know if y'all can read the chats over there, but SJ said that when Jason and Emily recited the prayer, she saw soft, gentle love and peace.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice. Nice. Well, I still have energy coming in my crown. I can feel it.
I really like SJ. She's cool.
Yes,
It is amazing. The prayers and the decrees that we do, and the more you do them, the more you build. So as much power as that was right now, when you do it again, it squares, and you do it again, it squares again, and that's the beauty of it. Especially with decrees in general. If I do it by myself, I have the power of 1. If I do it with Emily, we have the power of 2 times 2 because of the way it amplifies. And then you do it with 3 people, you've got 3 times 3. And then 4 squared and 5 squared. And it's magnificent.
Wow. That's awesome. I loved it. I think it would be great to, I know that you said you don't like the group chants, but it'd be great if you could get just like a small group like this one and send us the wording and all of us.
Yeah, I plan to start doing them live on TalkShoe in the next week or so.
Woohoo! All right, sign me up.
So I plan to do them daily live as a podcast. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool. It will.
awesome. Well, those of us that are here right now, we are all light workers, and I would just like for us to join together and just send out some positive energy at this moment. So if we can, just right now, call on our wonderful archangels. Let's ask for Archangel Michael especially to bring in the love and the strength of protection and send it out to anyone who might hear these words and anyone that they are in touch with, to just send it out to communities, send it out to our states, send it out to our nation, send it out to our world. That beautiful essence of love and strength that we all need to go forward. And let's ask Archangel Raphael to heal us, to heal any wounds that are there, to heal that fear and cast it out. Because fear is an illusion. There is only love. There is only love. And we're sending out love right now to everyone that hears this, everyone that they touch and interact with, to the state that they're in, and all across our nation. I'm just going to see it enclosed in a big bubble of love. Let's see the white light circling Mother Earth, circling our nation in particular. Let's see a pink light of love circling our nation, covering it, and every person, every inhabitant that's there. Let that pink light of love travel from heart to heart, joining us all in oneness. Let's get in touch with that feeling of being one right now. There is no separation. We are not separate from each other. We are all bonded together as one in spirit. Let's take a moment, all of us that are here right now, take a moment and send out those images throughout America right now. And now I want you to see a white light coming from the heavens, down through your body, out through the bottom of your feet, and going deep into Mother Earth and grounding you into Mother Earth, becoming one with Mother Earth. Let's all send that love and light out for peace. Peace begins with each one of us. Hold it in your heart. Hold the vision that we all can live in peace, that we all do live in peace. When you hold that vision, that's what you call to you. So let's call that to us from the universe, to let there be peace on earth. And so it is.
And so it is.
Thank you all so much for participating in this and for shining your light out. I love you. I send you blessings of love and light to each one of you. And I'd like to hear from you now. Did you envision anything with that?
I just saw what you were describing. I saw the light. I saw a white light around the earth, and then I saw a pink light on top of that.
Yeah, I just visualized what you were describing and felt the energy, but I didn't really experience anything beyond that. I mean, the energy of it was amazing. We all created that network and amplified it together, but beyond just the visualizations and what you described.
But once we got to the white light surrounding the earth, JJ was over here next to the bed, and he was looking up at the ceiling and just laughing and smiling and clapping.
Well, I kind of got something different. I got a visual of kind of like a spider web, colors, with all the different colors in the spider web, just kind of like almost like a spider web tapestry. And then it just turned into like a TV. It was like I was watching a reality show. It was like a web, like a spider web, rainbow colors, to a vision down like on Mother Earth, just watching it like a reality show. Powerful for me because I'm still kind of emotionally charged, and so that kind of was for me just a real affirmation of confirmation that I am starting to get out of the underbelly and starting to look beyond the veil.
Awesome.
That's wonderful, Karen. Thank you. Yeah, when we were doing the oneness, I could see strings just attaching all of us. So I see that spider web is what's entwining all of us. Beautiful. Thank you. Anybody else? Mary?
Thank you so much, all of you. This has been an interesting experiment. It's a 2-year journey of coming to this conclusion, coming to this outcome. It's quite a roller coaster ride, really.
Yeah. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, Terry,
That's the main
Terry, I've
message.
been
It's going to
doing
be
this all day long, surrounding the earth with white light. And because I got on Facebook this morning, and there were so many negative comments that, I understood, but to me it was, why waste your energy? Now turn it around and use it for good. And so I just kept sending out white light all day long and pink light, even though I was working. I would stop every once in a while and say, okay, you got to get your act together. Because I know I can't live in anger in that. So I try and stay away from, although negativity is a part of life, I really try and avoid as much as I can. And so, God bless some of my friends who are staunch Democrats and staunch Republicans and staunch independents, and go for it. But I just have to say, it's 4 years, and we're going to get behind this gentleman, and we're going to make this country great. End of story. Do what we can to change it, to make it right.
It starts with each of us.
Yeah, we can let every human. The thing is that if we start to get into the space of letting every human have their own human experience, and we don't get involved in what their human experience is, then we, it's none of my business what happening as far as this whole big illusionary belief that that I have to protect something. I think that whole energy. What I found that was really amazing as a real positive thing, is that many people are realizing that social media has been used in a very negative way. And that is what I love, that people are waking up to that, because I've been talking about that for the last 3 years. And I actually that's why I started using hashtags, because everybody was focusing on terrorism, and I said, let's focus on kinderism. And then I got the hashtag kinderism. And then I got the idea that came through me divinely. My angelic messenger said, with social media, why not teach other people how to use it for a greater good? And that's how I got into social media. That I just love that there's more. I just love that there's more light workers that are starting to realize that they really do make a difference. That their energy really does make a difference. I think there were a lot of people who really were in the energy of helplessness, and I think that this has really kind of made a lot of people feel like it's time for me to rise up and let my voice be heard. I really, I feel like it's going to be a really positive thing for everyone concerned.
I agree, Karen. I do agree. So again, I want to thank all of you for being here and for helping out. I do have to end the broadcast because I have to go lead the meditation now. But I thank you again for joining me, and I just send blessings of love and light to all of you, to our beautiful country. And it is a beautiful country. Let's keep that first and foremost in our mind. We live in a beautiful, wonderful country. So let's send it blessings every day, and send out this white light and the pink light to surround all of us every day. I love you. Have a great night, and I'll see some of you later on my blog talk show and on Jason's event.
Love and blessings.
Bye. Love you, Karen.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye now.